everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're gonna talk about KNN, which stands for K nearest neighbor. It is one of the most simplest and most intuitive algorithms. So let's understand KNN step by step in very simple and practical way. K nearest neighbor or KNN is supervised machine learning algorithm that can be used for both classification and regression problem. KNN का basic idea बहुत simple है. Similar data points usually belongs to the same group. Instead of learning a complex mathematical model, KNN simply stores the training data and use it during the prediction. That's why KNN is called non-parametric. It does not assume any data distribution. Lazy learner also because training phase में बहुत almost कुछ नहीं करता. KNN does nothing in training phase. Why KNN is called a lazy learning algorithm? Because most machine learning algorithms have two phases, training and prediction. But KNN ट्रेनिंग फेज को ऑलमोस्ट स्किप कर देता है. इट्स जस्ट मेमोराइज द डेटा सेट. All the heavy work, distance calculation, neighbor selection and prediction happens at prediction time. इसीलिए KNN को lazy learning algorithm कहा जाता है. Now let's understand how KNN works in simple way. So first choose the value of K. Calculate distance between the new data point and all the training points. Now select the K nearest neighbor. Make a decision, majority voting for classification, average for regression. Now assign the final prediction. Simple logic but computation थोड़ा heavy हो जाता है for large data set. Now distance matrices in KNN. Distance calculation is the heart of KNN. Different distance matrices are used based on the problem. Euclidean distance, most commonly used distance, best for numerical and continuous data. Manhattan distance, which is number 2, also called as city block distance, useful when the data follows grid-like structure. Minkowski distance, generalized from it is a generalized form of distance. Euclidean and Manhattan दोनों ही इसके special cases हैं. Now Hamming distance, used for categorical and binary data, and the last is cosine similarity, used when direction matters more than distance, common in next and recommendation system. Now choosing the right value of K. K का value KNN के performance को directly affect करता है. Small k, which is low bias, high variance, noise से easily affect होता है, and large k is high bias, low variance, more stable prediction. इसको बोलते हैं bias variance trade off. Usually best k value cross validation से choose की जाती है. Now, in classification problems, KNN uses majority voting. Example, K is equal to 5. 3 neighbors belong to class A and 2 neighbors belongs to class B. Final prediction will be class A. Accuracy improve करने के लिए distance weighted voting भी use की जाती है. In regression, KNN predicts a numerical line. Example, K is equal to 3. Neighbor value is 10, 12, 40. Now the prediction is equal to average and average is 12. यहाँ भी weighted average use किया जा सकता है. Now feature scaling in KNN. So what does it do? that feature scaling KNN में बहुत ये बहुत ही important point है KNN का. Example, age is from 0 to 100 and salary is from 0 to 1 lakh. Without scaling, salary distance को dominate करेगी. Now, common scaling method is minimum maximum scaling and standardization. स्केलिंग के बिना KNN का रिजल्ट मिसलीडिंग हो सकता है. जैसे जैसे फीचर्स बढ़ते जाते हैं डिस्टेंस मीनिंगफुल नहीं रहती. इस प्रॉब्लम को बोलते हैं कर्स ऑफ डायमेंशनैलिटी. इट अफेक्ट्स द एक्यूरेसी. इससे एक्यूरेसी कम हो जाती है और कंप्यूटेशन स्लो हो जाता है. इसका सॉल्यूशन ये है कि हम फीचर सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं, डायमेंशनैलिटी को रिड्यूस कर सकते हैं लाइक पीसी. Now, the advantages of KNN. Some key advantages are more like it is very easy to understand, no training phases, it works well with small data sets, and it is very flexible decision and it has very flexible decision boundaries. It also supports multi-class classification. इसीलिए बिगिनर्स के लिए KNN एक ग्रेट एल्गोरिदम है, but it has limitations too. प्रिडिक्शन टाइम स्लो होता है, नॉइज से इजीली अफेक्ट होता है, हाई मेमोरी यूजेज होता है और लार्ज डेटा सेट के लिए सुटेबल बिल्कुल नहीं है. इसलिए रियल वर्ल्ड में केयरफुली यूज करना पड़ता है. नाउ अब रियल वर्ल्ड एग्जांपल देखते हैं. इट इज रिकमेंडेशन सिस्टम लाइक मूवीज, प्रोडक्ट, फाइनेंस में फ्रॉड डिटेक्ट करने के लिए इट इज वेरी हेल्पफुल. And text classification, which is sentiment analysis. Small to medium data set में KNN काफी effective है. Uses of KNN when you can use KNN when data set small और medium हो, decision boundary complex हो और interpretability is important. And you can avoid KNN when data set is very large and real time predictions भी चाहिए, तो you can avoid the KNN in data high dimensional area too. Now to conclude KNN, the K nearest neighbor is one of the most intuitive and beginner friendly machine learning algorithm. Even though it has some limitation, it is an excellent way to build intuition about distance based learning.